Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, this is Scientology, the Apollo series, dated Sunday, 9 September 2012. Sea Org children, past and present. Little boy, little boy. Does this boy look happy to you? Can be found on Shrinking World of L. Ron Hubbard, a Granada TV documentary made in the late 60s. Only at the time, Scientology was not shrinking. It was growing. This, to me, is heartbreaking. You know, I'm wondering if this is the little boy that was bringing coffee to the executives. Just go look at my Lost Boys video. I should probably hold on to the pictures. Here's the handler. So you see, guys, this is why I'm about at my limit for these adults. I'm about at my limit. Now, it could be that in some cases the adults tried to protect the children, but not enough. So to me, there's never going to be enough protection for these children. So pictures like that, I've had enough. There's Mr. Handler Man with his, he likes to wear the Arnold Schwarzenegger glasses from the $5 store. Do the above boy and girl look happy to you? Filmed in Clearwater, Florida, coming off of flag buses in Sea Org Alley by Darth Zander in April 2012. Well, I don't know about the girl. Okay, then maybe I jumped the gun. Maybe that's a little girl. Looks like an adult to me, but I could be wrong. Seriously. Look at that, FBI. Isn't that wild? How citizens of America can find these clear-cut evidence of child abuse right in front of our eyes? It's amazing. Department of Labor laws broken. Department of Education laws broken. Religious Discrimination Act just completely thrown out of the window. Seriously, do these kids look happy to you? I know they are not. They have to put up with all this PTS, SP bullshit on a daily basis, whilst drilled on the TRs, told they have engrams from a reactive mind that only exists in the head of a dead science fiction writer. But their parents make these kids believe this. Even more kids at Flag here. Probably another Darth Zander. Yeah, you guys, go check out Darth Zander's channel. He really got it done. I wish he had continued and there were more recent videos. Because apparently Clearwater PD or the FBI, they're totally fine with child abuse hidden in plain sight. They're fine with it. Teenagers. That's a good video.
Hey, bus driver.
You see this? All these adults are completely okay with this. So how can I have compassion for the adults when I know that they're abusing the children? I mean, it could be that they started out as child Scientologists as well. But when is enough enough, you know? My old friend Quentin, one of L. Ron Hubbard's sons, let's see, translate. Zeno.net. I would recommend checking some of that out. Some of it, I don't resonate with every single thing on there, but there's a lot of good information in there. Suzette and Quentin, both friends of mine, on the Apollo. Poor Quentin, he didn't even have a chance. Fortunately, he didn't take his appearance all the way from L. Ron Hubbard. Very handsome young man. It's a tragedy what happened to him. Wonder if it was some type of sacrifice. Oh, look at this. What are they doing? Like a group marriage of the teenage girls? Child abuse, anyone? Far left, my old friend Janice Gillum on the Apollo. Long after I had left Annie Tidman's broker in the foreground. Annie Tidman broker is the little girl L. Ron Hubbard has his hand on, her shoulder. Sadly, she has died way too young. Here's Marty Rathburn telling how he brought her back after she blew. Oh, that's going to be worth a look at. Because you guys know I'm not a Rathburn fan.
Case, I believe it was sometime in the...
I'm going to keep that. We can check that out later. Wait a minute here. I really don't like people that are too tight-lipped. Now there's a cute little boy. Boy. Poor Alexander Jensch never had a chance. Beautiful little boy. What a beautiful little boy. Didn't even have a chance, did he? He was sexually abused as well. And you know what happened to the person who abused him? Nothing. Parents didn't protect, nobody protected him. Alexander Jensch, only son of Heber Jensch and Karen de la Care. You can read about his recent tragic death, which you guys know, obviously this is a little bit older. Boy, there's so much cover-up in Scientology. Peter Gillum Jr., another friend from the Apollo. That must have been maybe Janice's brother or something? Here talking to Nathan Baca about guarding L. Ron Hubbard. It's like a lot of water under the bridge, recalled Gillum. I got out 27 years ago and I'm glad I left. But I remember Hubbard was sitting out there. He was paranoid of these raids. So I'm standing guard for this paranoid person, and I'm like, what is this? Why can't we just be open? If this is so good, why can't we just be honest about it? But no, when it came to him, you had to hide everything. Huh, sounds like someone else I know. You couldn't be truthful. Scientology, they try to take down these sites as if that's going to do something. It's funny that they think they're doing something. L. Ron Hubbard, Diana Hubbard. And you guys know what the rumors are there, right? Look at that. The rumor is I've heard several accounts. All you have to do is let your fingers do the walking on Google. According to several people that audited L. Ron Hubbard, he admitted in auditing sessions that he had sexually abused his daughter Diana. Does that look appropriate for a young girl to be sitting next to her father with a short skirt like that? I mean, sick. That's the rumor. I can't prove it. I wasn't there, but a lot of people have said this. Background: Nathan Jessup. And how many sexual assaults have we heard about on the Apollo? This picture is taken in Corfu, ingratiating with Greek dignitaries. What a joke. You got to wonder what was going on there too, don't you? With all those young girls. And officials before the Commodore's fleet was thrown out of the country. Greek people weren't messing around. It's amazing how all these countries penalized him, threw him out, and yet the United States just like, oh, that's okay. Karen's nightmare childhood on the Apollo. So you guys know I'm going to have to read that, right? I'm going to have to come back to that one. Oh, like they did something. Oh, yeah. Have I read this one? A former Scientologist who says she was a child slave and alleges she saw a 6-year-old boy chained up in a ship's hold, like a chain locker, is disappointed the Senate has blocked a full inquiry into the religious organization. You see this, you guys? They're all with it. All these people, they're like fine with it. You know why? Because they believe in trauma mind control. Karen's brother, my brother, was allocated a job in the engine room of the shift as a greaser. Yeah, I had read this one. He was 10. Oh, this is a sad story, you guys. I was working in the canteen and we were both working 20-hour shifts, she said. I didn't see him for weeks. And then one day I bumped into him in the doorway between the dormitories. And he was this little thing covered in grease with these big red eyes. And he saw me and started crying. And he said he wanted to go home. Imagine that. That the little I think she was a big sister. She had to protect her little brother. None of the adults there protected him. And this is why we need the ship logs. People are going to be called out. I have had enough. I've had enough of this. So I remember she wanted to help her brother out. So in order to do that, she had to take his place. None of the adults helped him. Narcissism. Claire Headley in the middle of the picture with the box on her desk. The picture was taken in Greenfield School, Sussex, England, a Scientology-run school. Claire is married to Mark Headley. She's in the middle. Let's see. So she didn't have a chance either. Mother just sold her out. Heber Jensch, Terry Gilliam, and Janice Gilliam. That's the 80s. Astor Woodcraft and Jenna Miscavige Hill both grew up in Scientology's Sea organization, along with Kendra Wiseman. Let's see what we got going on over here. I'm pretty sure I read all of these. Passport photo of me, 1967. Below, top upper right hand picture of me, on the Royal Scotsman. How many essays have we heard about on the Royal Scotsman? Children. All these governments were just so fine with all this. Child labor, anyone? They locked my dad in a cupboard and wouldn't let me speak to him. A poster made by Annan, Ireland, for the Dublin Offlines Conference. L. Ron Hubbard playing at being a film director. You know, ever the narcissist. Hubbard's own children being introduced to the e-meter at a very young age, from left to right. I believe that Quentin, his son, there was some foul play. I really do. And if you guys notice, I might do a video one day of how many of these so-called suicides all were set up exactly the same way. I mean, come on. Janice Gillum and L. Ron Hubbard. No comment. Romana Diaz. I was a Scientology servant. I believe this is Valeska Paris. They take away everything you are and replace it with their own version of what they think you should be. Who is this? Something Holland? Serge Ovlensky, we already know. That's a cute picture. Derek. What a cute little puppy. Shelley Ballantine. Arnie Lerma, just 17 when he got into Scientology. Where are all the 9 and 10-year-olds? Ex-Scientologist Tommy Gorman's story. Jennifer Gorman, a remarkable young woman in my eyes. Tanja Nuhar. Scientology is a dictatorship and I want everybody to know it. Let's see, hold on guys. So I've already read Tanja Nuhar's story. I will put a link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.